Alright, y'all, it is officially soft launch day. It is about to be 7 a.m. I've been up since 5, just organizing. We stayed up till like 1, setting up the spot. So I'm kind of going to show you the system I put together and what's on my cart so that it flows easily. I woke up so excited, so grateful, and I'm just like, today is already a win. I'm just stoked that we were able to get everything done last night and set up and everything. So this morning felt so much smoother. Definitely night and day from the other morning where I had a bunch of hiccups, which, you know, trial by fire, that's how it's gonna be. But yeah, let me show you the cart. Plenty of water for the matcha, extra sweeteners and cups in here. I have extra milks and coconut water that I'm testing a recipe for. Have the cooler here. I bungee tied this up here so that it just stays up like that, which I thought was pretty clever. We obviously have the canning system here. We already stickered some cups and some cans. This is where the to-go orders are gonna sit. Then I have my little tripod situation for my phone here. This is where I'm gonna bloom my whisk. We already got an order in that I gotta do at 8 a.m. Then I have basically 3 drinks that I could set up here, 2 cold foams that I already pre-batched. I just got to mix it to whip it up more. And then we have my mixers. This for the cold foams and obviously my agave. Then I have an extra towel here. This is just extra tools that I have, but little extra napkins. We have the gloves, extra cups and lids, extra milk, extra agave, to-go opens. Got the tripod set up here. This is for my big camera, and this is for basically my phone and or this camera that we're shooting on now. And I have basically all my batteries and stuff here. I know it doesn't look the prettiest, but this is the quickest way to have content done, especially when it's like run and gun. Everything's already charged and ready to go. And oh, and then for the first 3 orders, as a thank you, Sam made me some Brain Goods X Morning Poppy bouquets, which I thought turned out so cute. So I'm really excited about those, to give those out. Kitchen is clean, decluttered. Morning Poppy area is clean, decluttered. And the living room is clean. And I want to show you the sign that we made late last night. We decided at like 12:45, because we were going to make the signs this morning. And we're like, fuck it, let's just make it tonight. And look at what we put together. Tell me that doesn't look so cute. We're gonna set that up in just a little bit here on the light post that's outside so people can kind of gauge where we're at. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm super stoked, super grateful, and just ready for the day. Okay, I was just thinking as I'm working through my first order, I'm like, the person's not here yet, but I would like to get started on the other order. So I'm going to start taking notes of what things I need to adjust and what things to consider just for like the next round. And so the idea is that I would have a second matcha bowl to get the other one going while I wait for this one to be poured, because I don't want to pour it in some other container. First point of feedback is to get another matcha bowl, and we'll add to this list as we go through the day. God, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Cheers. My first, ever pickup order. Let's go. First ever pickup order going out. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Get out so I can give you a hug, girl. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you making the drive. I know it's not that close.
Oh my God, I love it.
You want to try it? Can you try it on camera?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. You ready?
Yep.
Oh my my god, dude. This is
Don't gas me. Don't gas me.
This is so good.
Yeah? Yeah!
All right, we got our first order out. Yay! It makes it real, y'all. It makes it real. All right, we just got our second order. Shout out to Janina. I love the fact that I put this shit out there, and Janina and I go way back to Verizon times years ago when I used to work at the Irvine Spectrum when it was still corporate. I believe if the Verizon is still there, it might be a retailer, which is not the same. Make sure you go to corporate stores because retailers will fuck you over. Anyway, I'm excited to see her. Apparently she lives close by, so she's coming by to pick up a pink lady. Shout out to you, Janina, for supporting me throughout the years, and I can't wait to see you. And I'm just so excited about this morning. Like, it's just been so high energy for me, and like I just feel all this energy like oozing out of my body that 8 months ago I'm like, fuck, I went from being depressed to just like me now. I feel like me again, and it's all because of this project, and it's all because I finally have like a North Star and I don't feel lost anymore. And it's such a great feeling, and I can't wait to just share my energy with more people, just connect with more people as these come along. It's like a little bit of a slow morning, but that's okay. Like, I'm just like, more than anything, I'm super grateful for everybody reaching out, the people that couldn't make it. Shout out to Jerry for donating free drinks to people also, because he's way far. He's out there in Marietta. So I'm just super appreciative, super grateful, and it's been a lovely morning. We have officially completed our second order. Let's go. All right, y'all. It is now closing time. And we got our fourth order, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna complete today. And I am so grateful and thankful. I know a lot of people aren't matcha fans, but this matcha is different. It's like not the same. Like, it's like if you don't like matcha, I can almost guarantee you will like this matcha specifically, just because it's that good. And there is a difference between matchas if you didn't know. I didn't know before I started this journey, and I tried shit matcha. But now that I'm onto the good shit, I want to put other people onto the good shit. So anyway, shout out to everybody who helped out, who reposted, who put my name out there. Man, it's been such a long day, and the day's not even over yet, but it's been a great, fantastic day, and I'm super grateful and thankful to anybody and everybody who supports me near, here, from afar. So many messages came in about today, and from my family, from friends, from other businesses. So I'm super grateful and thankful, and I can't wait to start service. But yeah, we have so much good stuff happening, and I cannot wait till this gets in flow and motion and more people start trying it. Super grateful, super thankful, and I'm so happy that tomorrow I get to spend the day with family and just hang out. Today is an exciting day. I got up super early today because I have to head to the Marietta area for my sister's birthday, and so I had to prep in advance because I'm taking over some Rodies to some of my friends and family, and so I got up super early to make their drinks. I made a bunch of the pink lady, which is the strawberry, but I'm stoked because then I finally have, I'll finally get like real time, like, look at these, don't they look so pretty? Anyway, I had to like lock down what each of the measurements were, because I've never made the pink lady in a can. I've only been making just like straight matcha in the can. But what I'm learning is that you gotta apply the math with the liquid, so the thicker the syrup, the less milk or more milk, give or take, you'll use. And so that was kind of a struggle this morning, trying to figure that out. I didn't want to record that because I was in my pajamas. I'm like, I'm not trying to be on camera right now, but I'm stoked that I got them done. I figured it out, and now I know. Also, we might have, just based off yesterday's engagement just online, we gained a bunch of followers. We got a lot of people like getting eyes on the account, which is good. I think now that it's out to the world, it makes it a lot easier for people to understand what I'm doing, what I'm putting out there, and that it's a good quality product, just because I got people's reactions, some people's reactions that were willing to be on camera, and I'm excited to share that. I need to put a reel together to showcase that. But yeah, now I'm just like super stoked that it's like live and like I could just literally like open up whenever I want, like turn it on or turn it off whenever I want, now that everything's set up, the system's set up. So it was a lot of work, but well worth it, because shout out to Eric and Lento Coffee. I might possibly have my first matcha pop-up like somewhere near here because of Eric from Lento Coffee, because they invited him somewhere and he might not be able to make it, so he's gonna suggest me to be there. And if it does happen, amazing. If it doesn't, amazing. I think just the idea that other people are considering me for something like this and I'm open to it, I think the more I open myself up to receive more opportunities and the more I put myself out there, the more this thing will take off. And you know, that's the goal, is like to grow at a steady pace, but also like have people who maybe don't like matcha or think they don't like matcha to like enjoy a matcha, because I can almost guarantee you that you will like it. There's something about it that you're not going to be able to figure out and you're just like, whoa, this is actually very delightful. At least that's my goal. Anyway, we're packed up. Oh, let me show you what this looks like. We're gonna do some special deliveries, but check that out. Woo, that looks clean. Yo, yesterday was wild. It was such a good day. It felt like I lived 3 to 4 different days in one day because I started my day so early, but it was totally worth it. And I had said that the service was gonna end at 1, and around 12:45 I could just feel my body getting really tired. And I was like, nah, we can go for like another hour, like, because we were just chilling at home. I ended up passing out. I never even extended the hours on it, which was fine, because by the time I actually woke up, the drinks that Jerry had gifted got claimed. And so I ended up making the orders after I woke up, which ended up working for the people that came through. Yeah, and then after that, like, we just started cleaning, putting everything away, and like just kind of like decompressing from like the morning, the week, and talking through like, okay, these are things that I want to fix, these are things that I need to make adjustments on, so on and so forth. Then we had a really nice dinner. I didn't film any of this because I was just tired of being on camera and stuff too. Excuse me. And we passed out on the couch again, like totally passed. Woke up at like 11:30 and I'm like, whoa, like what day is it? Like, that's how tired I was and just out of it. I woke up early this morning so that I can prep in advance, because I made some Rodies to drop off to Jerry, because I want him to really try. I really want him to try the matcha. So I'm gonna drop off some matcha there. While I'm headed over there, I saw that Compas Coffee, or Compadres Coffee, is also having their pop-up, and I've been wanting to check them out. So since I'm gonna be in the area, I'm gonna stop by and check them out and taste their coffee and just get to meet them. I think it's super awesome that we've had a couple conversations via DMs. I think a lot of this has worked really because of social media, and like I cannot get over the fact that like you could really connect with a lot of people via social media if you use it the right way with the best intentions. And yeah, I think because now after yesterday everything is kind of just like out there, like Brain Goods is out there, it's really kind of just giving a glance at people like what I've been doing, what the product looks like, you know what I mean, like the level of branding that's got into it. And this is just based off like the little that I know and I've educated myself on, and people are really resonating with it, really enjoying it. And I'm just really excited about that, because tomorrow we have our call for the actual branding that I paid for, and I'm excited to see what the second revision of that is. But yeah, all things are like looking up. I'm just so excited. I'm super grateful. I'm a little bit tired, but like overall, like yesterday went well. We didn't sell the 10 drinks, but that's okay. I think like just the visibility, being able to give visibility, being able to feel other people's energy, getting real-time feedback while people are willing to be okay on camera, and me capture like their facial reaction, because there's nothing like a facial reaction when it comes to like, you know, something hitting your taste buds, like, and it's like, whoa, you know, because sometimes matcha is a little touchy, you know what I mean? Like you could have a bad matcha and you're like, I never want to drink this grass again, but it doesn't taste like grass. Not all of them taste like grass. I honestly, if I had to be honest, I over prepared because I was thinking like future wise. So the things that I spent money on, that are like, that I'm deep in my pockets in right now, like those are things that I'm like, I don't have to worry about anymore. I also had to take tariffs into consideration because supposedly after the 30th, tariffs were going to go up. And so a lot of the equipment that I bought it probably prematurely, but with the intent of obviously getting to that point. And it's working out because with the even canning machine, I'm able to take the Rodies on the road and be able to drop off and deliver. And like, that is a huge profit margin there that, you know, future me is like, oh, I don't want to say I should have got it back in the day or should have got it at this time, where it's like, no, if I'm going to be fully committed, I'm fully committed and I'm going to be full send, which is where I'm at. And now that after seeing the layout of yesterday, I feel like besides getting another cooler, and I really want a Yeti, there's like this lime green Yeti that looks so sick, but it's fucking $400. And I'm just like, ugh, I cannot. I'm already like negative in my account. There's no way I can get that right now. And so I'm gonna wait, and at some point I'll get that. But yeah, like, it's kind of crazy to think like, oh, I have to consider tariffs now. I have to consider, you know, this economy that we're in, and still be, obviously try to be profitable, but at the same time try to offer number one premium experience, premium product, and then I'll figure it out on the back end on how I can make money on this and be able to do it. So lots of things to think about, lots of things to adjust, but overall really happy with where I'm at, what systems so far I have in place, and all that obviously is going to continue being adjusted as I grow through this process and continue teaching myself going through it. We are almost to the location. We out here in Paris, California. Fun fact, I used to come out here quite a bit, and I lived in Hemet, which is super close to here. Like Hemet, Menifee, it's a hot ass area here. I haven't been out here in years, since I probably lived in Hemet when I was like 18 to 19. That's when I lived out in Hemet. For a while I was selling cars. I did car sales for like a year. Imagine a 19-year-old with like 50 and 60-year-olds selling cars. That shit was crazy. I can't believe I did that. But I learned a lot while I was there, so it was worth it. All right, we is here. Let's go check it out. I'm excited. All right, we just left Sergio's Café Con Compas. Super nice dude. Gave me a lot of pointers for when I get my machine, which is hopefully by end of this week. But I'm not gonna hold my breath at this point. I'm like focused on matcha, and when the machine gets here, it just gets here. But speaking about coffee ratios, like what niche you want to be in, what kind of clientele you want to attract, those kind of things. Super nice guy. Tried his coffee, really good. Tried like I think it's something with a snickerdoodle, really good, not too sweet, and just solid. He uses provecho beans, so the coffee was bomb, and the setup was so cute. But it is hot as balls. It's like 95 degrees, which I'm used to, but it's like dry heat. Yeah, I'm happy it went well. He got to try the matcha, gave me honest feedback and what he was tasting and he was describing what he was tasting as he was tasting it. So super excited that it went well and that I got to meet him. And there's nothing like sitting down and having a conversation over coffee or matcha and just really connecting with the person behind the bar. In this case, I was able to connect with him and talk a little bit about our background and our goals and stuff. So it was really nice. I'm really happy I stopped by and I, made the extra 30-minute drive to come and show face and meet him in person. And this is what I hope to continue doing, is like, as I meet people where I feel like we're aligned in some morals, values, or like, I don't know, something like we're aligned and I feel that like genuine connection, I always want to make it a point to go meet the person and for us to exchange energy in person. I think is super important. Building community however I can, whenever I can, that's the goal. All right, we got another drop off. We're heading over to one of my best friend's house, which it's so weird coming back to my old stomping grounds in Lake Elsinore. Like, nothing looks the same since I graduated, obviously, since I graduated back in 05. Jesus Christ. But all the things that used to be dirt patches are no longer dirt patches. There's like stuff being built all around them, so it's kind of insane to see this area develop, because back in the day when we first moved out here, all there was a promenade mall and like nothing else. It's kind of nice, but it's kind of weird to see it too, because it just doesn't feel the same. But This is where I grew up at, where I used to ditch school all the time. And now we're over here slanging some matchas, you know what I mean? This is the high school I went to, Elsinore High. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, I love it. It looks so good. Yeah, this is sick. I love it. I love how clean it is, how big and bold it is, and just like the world, it kind of reminds me of like Wayne's World. I'm a big fan of this. Yeah, I love these. These look great. That is so cool. Because we have some exciting news. We just got our first pop-up event and we offer some cold brew lattes, and so we need one of these to set it up. And then I already reached out to Café Coffee to be able to get some beans and have them grounded so that I can test out recipes before we go to this event on Sunday, September 11th. No, September 7th. Ooh-wee. We got a lot going on today. I woke up feeling a little bit stressed. I guess stressed. No, it's not stressed. More like I need to like really get on my shit because things are moving in fast, and I feel like they're gonna start moving a lot faster once the machine gets here, which I'm pretty sure I've said by now, but I think it's gonna get here by this Friday. And we have a pop-up now. My first pop-up, I might add, which I'm really excited, but we have a pop-up come Sunday the 7th. The book club was wanting coffee, and I let them, they like really wanted coffee, so they asked me like twice, like, okay, I see you have coffee on your page, which I have done coffee, so she was right about that, but like I've done it in like really small batches and like I basically have pre-canned them, you know what I mean? So like it's not like something that I'm just like doing on the fly like that, but for quality assurance, it's not something that I want to put out there like that. But Eric gave me a good idea of doing cold brew, because you don't need a machine for cold brew, you just need the grounds. And so I reached out to Provecho, to Gerardo, to get that going, and he just got back to me saying he can have it ready for pickup. So instead of saying, no, I can't do something, I found a solution around it with the help of my friends and being able to offer something. And so the reason I want to go pick it up today, Tuesday, even though the event isn't till Sunday, is I want a recipe test, because I've never had, I used to buy cold brew from Chameleon Coffee. I started a lot of my content with that cold brew. And so now it's just a matter of making my own cold brew, but obviously I want to put my own spin on it. And so I want to go pick it up so that I can work through and taste test it and make sure, one, I can do it, which from what I've seen, it looks pretty simple to do. And two, like I want to be able to come up with my syrup for it and taste test it before I can it, because we agreed on she wants some kind of level of coffee there. So I said, okay, I can do like a cold brew latte. And so hence why we're going to Provecho today. I can do a cold brew latte and have it pre-canned. And I just said, I asked her, like, you know, being that you know your crowd, it's a book club and they're doing some kind of like book exchange event for like a couple hours. And I was like, being that you know your crowd, one, how many people are going to be there? And two, how many think you should bring? Because I was like, we can do matcha live on the spot, and we can have the cans, the lattes set up for you. So she said, do 15 to 20 cans, should be good. So it's a good, like, it's good practice. And I'm excited that, you know, Eric gave me that idea. I don't think I would have, I don't know, I guess even thought that through, because I really, you know, I'm still learning. I think allowing myself to like say yes to things and have, you know, I have a week to figure it out basically. And that it's a little bit of pressure that I feel, because anything I do, I always want to do it to the best of my ability, no matter where I'm at in the process. Obviously right now I'm learning, and I tend to overthink a lot because I want to perfect it. And so there's this like fine balance of not being too perfect, but getting it as perfect as I can get it, so that I can have a good product that people would want to come back to. And so that's kind of where I'm at in this process right now. But rather than saying no to things and just learning and, making the hour and a half, 45-minute drive to go get it, to go practice it and get it as good as I could possibly get it. Do they know I'm doing all this background work to make it happen? Probably not, but it's for me. Like that's the level of perfectionism that's for me, because I'm like, okay, you have a week, figure it out, go get the stuff and make it as good as possible. And then gradually it's just going to increase, especially once the machine gets here, right? So it's like, rather than saying no to things, I'm learning to say yes because I'm going to figure it out. And I think trusting myself enough to do so is a little bit of a learning experience, because I'm the type of person that is going to try to perfect it no matter what. And so, or having those conversations with self, I should say, is teaching me to let go of my perfectionism even more and to allow more opportunities to come in, because she said there would be at least 50 people there. And that's just not even taking into consideration, like, I might meet other people there. They're like, oh man, this is so good that maybe more opportunities can come from that. And that's more visibility on Brain Goods and myself. And I have to come with the best product for what it is right now, have people enjoy it and just be out there. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's a little bit of balance of the both things. Is like, I'm scared, but I'm still going to do it. And I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And I'm going to make sure that at least I do all the pre-work well in advance so that I can have a good product and people can trust the brand and trust me that I'm going to do everything that I can to make this shit good, make it look good, make it taste good, and just have a good experience all around once I'm there. So a lot of things in my brain right now, which is why I think the right word is just pressure. And it's pressure like self-imposed, because I'm a perfectionist and I'm also a Leo and I also have Virgo in me. So there's all these things that, for some might be, oh, those are against you. But like, I try to work with them because I'm also like self-aware with the idea of like, if I continue saying no to things, if I continue prolonging this process because I'm trying to be perfect, then I'm never going to get anywhere. And I think the more that I continue pushing myself past that discomfort and past that level of like, all right, cool, we're here, this is as good as going to be here, I think people appreciate the honesty and just like this process of also documenting me learning and how I'm even going about things to be able to make things happen. I don't know if like Eric would have said my name before I launched the Instagram stuff and those people went to go look at the Instagram, if they would have had the same reaction. As opposed to, because Sam pushed me a few weeks ago to post something online, even if it was just the coming soon, that like whatever's happening right now would be happening. It's teaching me that like, okay, Sam said this because her coworkers were like, oh, what's the Instagram? And then she's like, oh, she hasn't started the Instagram, because I was like so hell-bent on like, once I get it, I want to start posting consistently. Because obviously I've worked in social media. We know how the algorithm works. And so it's like, you got to keep showing up online. But I'm a one-man band here. So it's like, I'm doing a lot of things at one time. The practice of, okay, Sam said this is what her coworker said based off their feedback. Like, yeah, this social media should exist. Even if it's 10 followers, 2 followers, whatever. Like, at least it's there, it's like a real thing online. Because that's the first thing people ask. We're like, oh, what's your Instagram? And so she was right. And so doing that, and then on this back end, been practicing my syrups, my recipes, been, testing a bunch of shit. And then I meet Eric, and then Eric's teaching me his thought process, which then unlocks my brain. And so now I'm like, oh shit, like this matcha is good. I've already had people try it. There's like proof of concept there. And I'm like, now I really need to start capturing this content as I'm doing the stuff so that, I have content to post. So that's like back end thing. So there's a lot of moving parts because I've had people in place that are supporting me. Shout out to everybody that supported everything. If you ever support me in anything, just absolutely shout out to you, because oh my god, I don't think I can never thank anybody enough for like the people that come up to me or any of that shit. Like, I don't think I would have faith in myself if you guys didn't have as much faith in me to even be willing to trust me with your taste buds type thing, you know what I mean? And so now that I have proof of concept and I've been like consistently posting and I'm trying to make my social media different than Morning Poppy, different than my personal media, and have it be its own thing where at some point I don't want to be the face of that brand, but I know right now I have to. All these little things that I'm learning and people in place that are near me now, it's kind of already guiding me this way. It's funneling me to like in a more niche, more direct direction of like, okay, this is happening, this is where I need to be. And now all this background work that I've been working on is like, it's like this. So like everything's up here, scattered, that's my brain, and then I meet people and then it goes like this, and then people give me feedback and then it goes like this, and then people give me more feedback and then it goes like this. Now all this work right now is like middle of funnel, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna need that extra ice chest, which by the way I ordered yesterday late last night because it needs to get here on time. And anyway, so then there's all these things that are suddenly, it's kind of starting to align, it's starting to come together. And so all that back end work that I've been doing this whole time has been not for nothing, but it's like literally laying down all the groundwork that I won't have to worry about. And all I have to worry about is making the perfect beverage every single time in front of that person for them to have a really good experience. And at this point, like, I feel like once I'm down here, even though I'm still going to be working because there's other things that I want to do with Brain Goods, not just beverages, it's going to allow me to like free myself from all the other stuff. And eventually I'll probably get a social media person too, because social media, I don't care what nobody says, it's a full-time job. I don't care if people think like, oh, it's like a bullshit job. Like, no, it's a real job, and you really need to have social media in order for businesses to succeed. At some point that'll happen. I'll be grateful when I get there. It's just a matter of time. I just got to do what I can with what I can and allow myself to grow through this process. But I'm super stoked with how everything's gone, how everything's going with the feedback, and I just got to keep pushing. We are gonna make a couple Rodies to take to Provecho and Lento Coffee.
This is Nettie, by the way. She does coffee as well.
Nice to meet you.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm starting with matcha right now, but hopefully, oh, I didn't even tell you too, update.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm getting my espresso machine on Friday. I ordered it like over a month ago now.
I just want a machine to start.
Right? I know. Yeah.
Super
Where are you
simple.
located? Where are you located?
I'm in Whittier.
No.
Yeah, I'm in Whittier. Yeah, it's been a mission though. It's been like a project for like, I've been working on it for like 3 months now.
And then you're trying to perfect the craft.
Exactly. They want to rush it too much, but yeah, there's a little bit of like, I want to hurry up.
Yeah,
and then it's like,
yeah.
They're like, hurry up. And then I brought you some Rodies.
Ooh. Yo. That's fucking sick.
Alright, we made a few stops along the way. Tried to stop by Bika and say hi to the Bika boys, but they weren't there, so we're officially now at Provecho. Gonna make a drop off and pick up these browns to make the cold brew. I'm so excited. I'm actually surprised at how smooth the drive was down here. It was like easy. Yes, sweet. Thank you. Alright, package is secured, coffee is secured, but before we head all the way back home, I do want to check that this is grounded. Not that I don't trust them, I just would hate for something like that to happen, and I don't have my grinder yet. So ooh-wee. All right, we did the Veracruz blend. This is a dark chocolate blackberry red grapes, and it looks like, yeah, it's grounded. There's that. We got 2 of those for the cold brew. It is grounded. And oh, we got an Ethiopia one. This one I think is for me to try. This is for me to try, and these 2 are for the cold brew. And we got the liners for the cold brew. So it's everything I need, y'all. It's always good to double check, because you never know. Uno nunca sabe. Feel me? Oh, now I can go back home and relax for a little bit. scorching hot in LA today. It's like insane. I spent like 3 hours outside with Eric. We went through just like what the setup looks like for this weekend. He was helping me with certain things to taste test when it comes to the cold brew, now that we made the cold brew. So there's like all these things that we're doing, that I'm doing, to try to make one, not only like this pop-up event happen and make it, you know, and allow it to like go well, or like at least try to be as best prepared as I can. And so we sat there and made a list of things I could possibly need while I'm there. And at the same time, I'm obviously still working on socials. I'm like really backed up on social media as far as like content to edit. That's kind of where I just have to sit and really get into it, and I just haven't had the time to do that because I have all these other things going on as far as like prepping. But one of the things is, somebody reached out and asked if I was selling like a matcha kit, and I was like, well, what does that even mean? She was like, oh, do you sell like your own matcha? Like, can you sell me, basically, can you sell me like a small batch? Because obviously not everybody's gonna spend as much as I spent on this matcha bag, and she just wants like a small amount. So it just made me think, like, if somebody tries the matcha and I can sell them to them in like 20 to 30 grams, then I could put something together where they can like make it at home, and I'm not like, they don't have to wait for me to either pop up, but they can basically have, you know, Brain Goods matcha at their house and make it themselves if I just put the little recipe together and like a guide almost. And so I made these and I designed these late last night, and I submitted them to get printed, and they came out so good. Look at them. They just look so fucking sick. This is actually a picture that I took the day that I picked up the matcha, and it's my hand holding it, and I just did it on Canva, and I cleaned it up or whatever, but then I basically used it as a background, and you can kind of see it in the back. But basically this is like the guide to the recipe of like a 12-ounce drink and how to store your matcha. But I just thought, like, it's just crazy because like as people give me feedback and like ideas, I'm really building in like real time. And so seeing this come to life, and like the fact that it's actually a picture that I took of my matcha, of like my first ever batch of matcha, like, and seeing it come to life like that looks so dope to me. Like, I'm super stoked on how these came out. And I also ordered like the canisters to be able to obviously give her the matcha separately in like a nice canister, and I can't wait to show you those because those are gonna be so sick. I'm just super excited because I feel like there's a lot of moving parts, but like all of it is like really just, oh, I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. I can't wait to like see it and come together and be able to like announce it even more online, because I don't know when I'll get around to editing this, but I was just super excited to show you that because it just looks so dope. Finally back home. It is fucking crazy hot. I cannot stop being hot. I feel like I'm suffocating. Jesus Christ. It's so hot. We did get our package. Let's see what's going on. We got 2 stretchy tablecloths. Oh my god. These are so cute. Look at the little canister. Are you kidding me? I feel like you have to see it in the light. Like, hold on. This is the canister. I don't even think the sticker's gonna fit on this. I thought it was. Now it looked too small. I might eat up the whole thing. Matcha. It's the same exact brand as the one I had gotten originally, except I went with a different color. Oh, this is fire. Oh, this is pretty. These are the 2 that I got. This one is like coated in a different material. This one's more matte, which I like, but I wonder if this might change the whisking stuff on it. But anyway, yeah. So I got 2 of these so that I can whisk 2 at a time, which will make my workflow a lot more efficient, especially at a pop-up event. Bro, I have no idea where to even start. I have so much shit for the pop-up, stuff that came in for the pop-up. This is the ice chest. The tent, I got an extra table for the drinks. Got a trash can. Got a water jug so that I can clean off my matcha bowls where I can put the gray water. All my like ingredients and stuff. There's the other ice chest right there. I'm not taking this bar. It just doesn't fit in my car, but I'm a little overwhelmed. I just got a missed call. I read the little voicemail come through on my notifications. The machine is officially here. Let's fucking go! I'm so hyped!